Peace, family. It's your brother, Marc Lamont Hill. You're watching the Marc Lamont Hill official YouTube channel. We are here discussing Israel's war on Gaza. Israel's war on Gaza has reached day 203. And as always, every single day, we're going to cover it. We're going to give you the latest updates. We're going to give you the biggest information. We're going to give you all the perspectives that mainstream media ignores, all the stuff that corporate media neglects. We got it all right here. I want to send a few shouts out here. Again, I appreciate everybody here online. We got Baby K in the building. We got Rolando K. We got Kime Aboyade Acosta. Thank you all for being here tonight. Of course, we got Scoop Stan, who has joined the channel as an official member. I appreciate you, and K Brown, who have joined the channel as members. Now, as I said, it's day 203, and there is a lot of information to cover. We begin, as we often do, with the numbers, though. As of today, at least 34,356 Palestinians have been killed. Again, 34,356 Palestinians have been killed at least, and as well as 77,368 who have been wounded. Again, 77,368 wounded, at least 34,356 killed since October 7th in Gaza. That's not counting the 8,000 people whose bodies continue to sit underneath the rubble. That does not count those bodies, making the number well over 40, maybe even 42,000 people who've been killed. The wounded numbers, they're much higher than the 77,000 as well. And of course, the death toll in Israel from Hamas's October 7th attack stands at 1,139, with dozens still held captive in Gaza. Those numbers are high and growing because the onslaught continues, because the violence continues, because all of the things that we have hoped to stop hasn't stopped. 15 people, just to give you an example, 15 people, including women and children, have been killed in the latest Israeli bombardments of the Nusrat refugee camp, as well as Khan Yunis and Rafah. This is important because, again, 15 people, those numbers include women and children. 2/3 of the people killed in Israel's war on Gaza have been women and children. So it's no surprise that the Nusrat refugee camp would include women and children, or that Khan Yunis would contain women and children, that Rafah would contain women and children. It is a consistency. The consistency of Israel's bombardment and the people killed in it suggests that it's not bad luck, it's not misfortune, it's not just the kind of after effect of collateral damage. It's an intentionality that reinforces the dominant narrative and belief that this is genocide. This isn't about striking down terrorists. This isn't about hitting enemy combatants. This isn't about addressing military targets. We're talking houses. We're talking hospitals. We're talking spaces that are filled with ordinary people. And yet we continue to believe that somehow something other than genocide is happening. You have to forgive me. It's been a long day. I've been traveling for 2 days. Gaza's civil defense says it has finished exhuming hundreds of bodies from a mass grave at the Nasser medical complex amid calls for an international investigation into possible Israeli war crimes at the hospital. Now, for those who don't know, Nasser Hospital is one of 2 hospitals, including Ashifa, where we've seen mass graves. Over 350, 360 people, actually 390 people, more than 390 people have been killed, and their bodies have been found inside of these mass graves. Now, again, the early Israeli narrative was that they were lies, that it wasn't true. Then it became, well, they're dead, but it's Hamas killing people. Hamas is killing its own people. And then it became, oh, well, we have evidence that it was Israeli soldiers who killed these people. Then it was, oh, yeah, but they were terrorists. So again, as we unpack and as the layers unfold, we get more truth. We get closer to the truth. And the truth is, there has been a trail of dead bodies when Israel's uh, incursions into hospitals ends. And now, in addition to everything I just talked about, the Israeli army says that plans are, quote, moving ahead for ground invasion of Rafah, despite warnings, widespread warnings, that this would worsen the humanitarian crisis. In fact, the humanitarian crisis is already way beyond what anyone thought it would be. You got a town that has 250,000 people, then you add more than a million, really a million to five to it. Now it's dense, it's overpopulated, it's scary, it's violent. And then you have a ground invasion. What do you think the ground invasion does? In addition to causing people to lose their lives, and in addition to causing people to scatter, it creates a kind of permanent fear, a kind of permanent displacement. Uh, I don't know if that's the game plan or not. I don't want to speak for the Israeli military logic, but I can tell you in practice, it's being used as a weapon. It's being used as a tactic to ethnically cleanse the area, and that's what we have to think about. Anyway, we got a lot more to cover. Tomorrow I'll be doing an in-depth Gaza update. I'll also be doing office hours where we'll talk about some big issues going on in music and sports and politics. Sunday as well. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. So y'all make sure y'all come through and check us out. But um, right now, I just want to help us um, think about how to support those young people in the United States who are protesting all around the country in college campuses. Because right now, there's so much energy, there's so much power, there's so much passion. We want to keep that momentum going. The biggest hope of the university is that because this action is happening in April, that the kids will leave the campus when the semester ends. They'll go home and they'll come back forgetful. But it's our job to engage them. It's our job to address them. And for those of you who are watching, let us know. Let us elders know. Let us big brothers and big sisters know what we can do to keep the energy going, to help you engage in political education, to help you stay committed to the cause of liberation, not just for Palestine, but around the globe. But in the meantime, I just want to send my love and support and solidarity with all of you young people who are protesting in the most magnificent and beautiful and disciplined ways that I've seen in a long time. I want to also shout out everybody here who makes the channel work. Please hit the like button and let the YouTube algorithms know that you rock with me. Hit the subscribe button to expand our community. And of course, if you're so inclined, hit the join button to become a member of the Marc Lamont Hill official YouTube channel. I'm going to go to sleep, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.